Hello again. It's me, your host, Amateur Overlord, coming to you, bringing you daily content as promised. Um, today, we're going to change direction slightly. The topic that I'm going to discuss today is, in fact, a topic that has recently occurred in the news. For those who are unaware, and for those that are, about 17 hours ago from this. No, that's irrelevant. Who knows when you're watching this? Basically, the Republic of Ireland, um, the Republic of Ireland has voted overwhelmingly to overturn the abortion ban by 66.4% to 33.6. So basically, up until now, it has been illegal in the Republic of Ireland to have an abortion. I'm gonna try and focus at the camera. I had some feedback, some great feedback, where someone was like, "What are you looking at? Like, when you look at this on TV, we don't know where you're." Anyway, sidetracked. So I'll read what it says here. I'm doing it again. I'll read what it says here. It says, a referendum on Friday resulted in a landslide win for the repeal side. Currently, abortion is only allowed when a woman's life is at risk, but not in cases of rape, incest, or fetal abnormality. The Eighth Amendment, which grants an equal right to life to the mother and unborn child, will be replaced. The declaration was made at Dublin Castle at 1813 local time. That's 6:13 for those who aren't familiar with the 24-hour clock. The only constituency to vote against repealing the Eighth Amendment was Donegal, with 51.9% voting against the change. Now, there are a variety of reasons that people are pro choice or pro life. I'm not going to get into that particularly. Um, Not that I don't have my own opinions, obviously, but at the same time, I believe that a woman's right to decide what she wants to do with her body should be hers. Because I really wouldn't like if the situation was reversed. I couldn't think of, yeah, I couldn't justify or be comfortable with the idea that a whole bunch of women were deciding what I do with my fiddly bits, as it were. Um, just the thought of it is like mind-boggling. So the adverse has to be the same, or I'm a hypocrite, right? Um, I'll share something very personal with you, since this is what we're here to do. We're here to open up, share, and encourage, and so on. Dispel ignorance, as it were. Um, about a year ago, I found myself in a situation whereby in which I might be a parent. Now, anyone who knows me personally, knows that I have certain views on parents and parenting and bringing children into the world. I was privileged to be born into a family whereby my parents were married for a number of years before their subsequent divorce, and I was a planned pregnancy. Now, there are no accidents when it comes to children, regardless of how you came into the world. There are no accidents. When two people canoodle or are having intercourse, they know that there's a possibility, if they're not wearing contraceptives, and even if they are, that a child could result from their interaction. So anyone who says like, "Oh, I didn't know," you know, like, you know. So yeah, in my situation, the person um, told me something to the effect of, "Oh, I didn't think I could have kids," or I'm paraphrasing here the things that I was told. And at the time, I probably wasn't being my best self, so I listened to those things. And even after the fact, I didn't necessarily say, "Oh, I think that you should or shouldn't terminate the pregnancy," because I honestly said, I expressed my feelings. I said, "I'm not ready to be a father. I don't think we'd be good parents. We don't know each other very well." Um, but ultimately, things proceeded without my without my input being taken into account, as it were. And I'm in a different place right now, and I've dealt with it. I'm at peace with it. I find my balance in the situation. I find that I have an important role in this situation now, and I'm excited about everything that is gonna come forth. There's a saying in Buddhism that says no mud, no lotus. And I know I quote Buddhism a lot, and I'm not a Buddhist. I really like the worldview that many Buddhist teachings propagate. So yeah, that being said, but as regards abortion now, I read a book called Freakonomics. I don't have it here with me. If I did, I would, you know me, I'd just reach down and grab it from the pile of books that I now keep close to the camera based on what happened in my last vlog where I had to had to run off screen. Not gonna do that again. We're gonna keep it a tad bit more professional, although we don't believe in editing strongly. Freakonomics is it's an amazing book. The topics range from how ethnically sounding names, statistically, because what it does is it takes the statistics of a great many things and applies them to life in ways that you might not have considered. Great book, Freakonomics. I believe there's more than one volume of it too. It talks about how ethnically sounding names can decrease the likelihood of you being employed, things that all black people have always known. They had one particularly interesting statistic that was based on Romania. Now, the last Romanian dictator banned abortions, and he did this arbitrarily because, you know, once you're a dictator, you're a despot. You can do what you want. No one's telling you. No one's checking your hand. No one's saying no to you. And he did this to perhaps, I'm guessing, either bolster support from his hardliners who were probably pro-life, but it backfired because what the statistic then showed is that the age of the people that revolted against him would have been people that were born as a result of his ban on abortion. So he literally created the army by not allowing people to choose whether or not they wanted to have those children. He created an army that eventually overthrew him and his wife, who were grossly embezzling state funds and all manner of terrible things. So that's what the book says. I'm not Romanian. I didn't live there. Maybe there are people who live there that feel differently about that time period. You can always find somebody or a group of people that feel differently about or have a different perspective on a situation. But as per the book, that's what was spoken about. So I don't know. What do you think? What, people should be pro-life, pro-choice? Is it a woman's right to choose, or should the state choose how she should conduct herself in that situation? Because if there's a case of incest or rape, and you're not given that choice, I mean, it's almost, in my opinion, like you're being violated again. You obviously didn't choose to have intercourse with the person in both rape or incest, or well, rape at least. Incest, it can be, I guess it can be consensual, but with rape, obviously not. And then to then have to give birth to a child who's gonna more than likely be resented or carry around that stigma from how they came to be to begin with. Like, that's a lot to it's a lot to have to contend with as a you know, as an individual. So yeah, I just want to know what people's comments are. Whether or not they voted in the referendum, that'll be even better. Like, if you're from Ireland and you have a perspective, pro or against, or for or against, like whatever it was, if you voted, if you didn't vote, if you have another opinion, if you're not Irish, you know. I know in Northern Ireland, the laws are completely different. I believe Northern Ireland is somewhat autonomous, but their laws on abortion are still quite different than the republics. So there's that too. So, you know, I know that in times past, when I've read about abortion in Ireland, there was a lot of ladies that had to fly to the UK to have an abortion performed or have them done in these back alleys, which is really like, it wasn't necessarily a back alley, but in a place that was not suitable or probably cleanly enough. And many women in past times probably perished due to sepsis or unclean medical practices were done as a result of these things being clandestine. So again, like I said, if you voted, if you didn't vote, if you just have an opinion on abortion in general, there are no wrong views. Everyone's entitled to theirs. And a dear friend of mine's coming back. They're on vacation soon, and they have promised to be a guest on my show. And I'm looking forward to that because I feel that when we have more than 2 people here, it's going to be even better. So we're about to hit the 10-minute mark. I hope you have enjoyed today's topic, and I'll see you soon. Amateur Overlord out.